Over the years, the global film industry has witnessed monumental success through movies that captivate audiences worldwide. From the fantastical realms of superheroes to the gripping sagas of space adventures, these top 10 highest-grossing movies of all time have not only shattered box office records, but also etched their indelible mark in cinematic history. Let's delve into the thrilling world of cinematic masterpieces that have redefined entertainment and left an enduring legacy on the silver screen. But before moving further, don't forget to subscribe this channel for more interesting videos like this. So let's start our video with the 10th highest grossing movie of all time, The Avengers. Want proof that Avengers work best together? Consider that the first combined outing for Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America bested the $1.5 billion that their origin stories had made combined. Directed by Joss Whedon, the film features an ensemble cast, including Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, and Jeremy Renner as the Avengers. Joss Whedon's movie became the first ever to make over $200 million in a single weekend, and was Marvel's first entry into the billion-dollar club, which had just 12 members at the time. And our 9th highest-grossing movie is The Lion King. The Lion King is a 1994 animated film that tells the story of a young lion prince, Simba, who flees his kingdom after the murder of his father. As he embarks on a journey of self-discovery and responsibility, he learns the true meaning of bravery and returns to reclaim his throne. The 2019 remake of The Lion King grossed $543.63 million in the United States and Canada and $1.1 billion in other territories for a worldwide total of $1.66 billion. The film's box office success made it the highest-grossing animated film of all time, surpassing the previous record held by Finding Nemo. And the movie which acquired 8th position is Jurassic World. Jurassic World is a 2015 American science fiction adventure film directed by Colin Trevorrow and produced by Frank Marshall and Patrick Crowley. The movie is set 22 years after the events of the original Jurassic Park and takes place on the same fictional island of Isla Nublar, off the Pacific coast of Costa Rica. The film follows the story of a new theme park, Jurassic World, which creates a genetically modified hybrid dinosaur, the Indominus Rex, that escapes containment and goes on a killing spree. The movie was a box office monster, grossing $652.3 million in the United States and Canada and $1.67 billion worldwide. And the movie which held 7th position in our list is Spider-Man: No Way Home. The success of Spider-Man: No Way Home wasn't unexpected because of the film itself, which was an ambitious, multiverse-expanding entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that brought together some of the most beloved characters in the web-slinger's big-screen history in a funny, heartbreaking, thrilling spectacle. The film became not only the highest-grossing Spider-Man movie ever made, but also the most successful movie ever released by Sony Pictures, en route to dominating 2021 and settling into the top 10 here. It received positive reviews from critics and grossed over $1.9 billion worldwide, surpassing its predecessor as the highest-grossing film released by Sony Pictures. The film's box office collection amounted to $814.1 million in the United States and Canada and $1.108 billion in other territories, resulting in a total of $1.92 billion worldwide. And the movie with 6th position in our list is Avengers: Infinity War. Just shy of 10 years since it began, the Marvel Cinematic Universe gathered nearly every one of its characters for a galaxy-wide showdown with the series' Big Bad Thanos. The movie featured one of the gutsiest cliffhangers in any franchise's history, leaving audiences to wait in shock for an entire year to discover how Phase 3 of the epic series would end. The movie was a massive success at the box office, grossing $678.8 million in the United States and Canada and $1.369 billion in other territories, resulting in a total of $2.048 billion worldwide. It set records for the highest grossing opening weekend and was the fastest film to gross $1 billion. And the fifth-ranked movie is Star Wars: The Force Awakens. 12 years after the completion of the Star Wars prequel trilogy, J.J. Abrams was tasked with making Episode 7, a monumental undertaking and a risky one. The approach was to mix the old and the new, and it worked. The movie was a commercial success, grossing $936.7 million in the United States and Canada and $1.13 billion in other territories, resulting in a total of $2.07 billion worldwide. It was the highest-grossing film of 2015, the third highest-grossing film of all time at the time of its release, and the highest-grossing film in the Star Wars franchise. It still remains the highest-grossing domestic release of all time. And the fourth-ranked movie in our list is Titanic. James Cameron makes expensive movies. The Abyss, Terminator 2, and True Lies were all the most expensive movies of their time upon release. In 1997, Cameron blew out the budget again, and this time there was worry he may have gone too far. Though delayed from July until December, Titanic nevertheless became a global phenomenon, the likes of which the box office had never seen at the time. The film was a massive box office success, resulting in a worldwide total of $2.2 billion. It was the highest-grossing film of all time until it was surpassed by another James Cameron film, Avatar, in 2009. And the third highest-grossing movie of all time is Avatar: The Way of Water. For 13 years, the arguments increased on whether or not James Cameron's Avatar maintained a cultural footprint strong enough to draw in the crowds again. The counter-argument of "don't bet against the king" turned out to be the right one. Spending 7 weeks atop the box office, the same as its predecessor, and 15 in the top 10, one more than the original, the sequel to the biggest film of all time erased all doubts. Once again, Cameron made the most expensive film ever and came out profitable the other side, securing his place to have 3 of the 4 biggest spectacles ever made. This film grossed $2.32 billion worldwide. And the second highest grossing movie of all time is Avengers: Endgame. The journey that began in 2008 with Iron Man was coming to an end, at least for some of the characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Opening weekend for Avengers: Endgame in April 2019 surpassed Infinity War's year-long record by nearly $100 million. Avengers: Endgame, released in 2019, stands as a culmination of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's epic saga. The movie masterfully weaves together action, emotion, and superhero camaraderie in a battle against Thanos. As for its box office collection, Avengers: Endgame became a monumental success, setting records as one of the highest-grossing films in history, crossing the $2.79 billion mark worldwide. And the movie, which ranked first as the highest-grossing movie of all time, is Avatar. The world had to wait some 12 years for James Cameron to follow up the biggest film of all time with what would become the new biggest film of all time. Nobody believed he was going to surpass Titanic's numbers with this tale of an alien planet and the paraplegic marine who teams up with its inhabitants in the battle for unobtainium. But he did. Avatar, directed by James Cameron and released in 2009, stands as a groundbreaking science fiction epic that transported audiences to the lush and visually stunning world of Pandora. The film's narrative, coupled with groundbreaking 3D technology, created an immersive experience. It follows the story of Jake Sully, a paraplegic marine who becomes part of the Na'vi people's world through an avatar. As for its box office collection, Avatar soared to unprecedented heights, becoming the highest-grossing film worldwide, amassing an astonishing $2.9 billion in ticket sales. So these are the top 10 highest-grossing movies of all time,
Which among them is your favorite one? Tell us in the comments section. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button for more upcoming videos.